say this is you. Average Joe. Or Jane, I don't care your preference. And you need to go up here. So you're gonna take this path. Now, what happens if the enemy's over here and you don't see him? They can shoot you. Now this is a bad thing. Obviously this is not gonna happen very often. But stop that shot, what are we gonna do? We're gonna try and look for some cover and concealment. Say there's a tree here. You can't kill something you can't see. These are basic military terms. So this is considered concealment. Say there's a bush. Now what happens if this guy starts shooting? Woo! Well, what you could do is instead of heading up to your main objective, you could go over here. Hide in these trees. Now, if he still lands a shot through the trees, it's gonna hit you, and it's gonna kill you. Now what if this is a really, really thick trunk? It could stop a bullet. Then you have what is called cover. Now the difference between cover and concealment is cover stops bullets. Concealment hides you, but it does not stop bullets. So an example of cover would be, say there's a brick wall. Now we have this brick wall here. That's going to stop the bullets. Thus, our attacker would have to relocate his position, finding a better angle or a better avenue of approach. Now this is what we want. We want our enemy to be the one who has to move. Because if he has to move, that leaves us in the defensive position, which I talked about earlier. Defensive position is better than offensive position in most cases. There's a few that are not. So, let's talk about one of those cases. Let's say our enemy, let me just erase this real quick. All right, let's say our enemy is in a bunker, okay? Got some sandbags, and he's got his little gun. I'm no artist, I'm a soldier, okay? Now, this is a defensive position. Are we just gonna wanna run up on this defensive position? No. What we're gonna wanna do, if we have to attack a defensive position, is say we're over here. Say this is us. What we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna come up behind this defensive position. Say you're playing airsoft or something, you know? You need to attack the enemy. You're gonna have some battle buddies. So we have this guy over here. I hope you guys can see this, or else I'm wasting a whole lot of time. Let me check real quick. Okay, good. So we have this guy right here. Let's say he is our battle buddy. He's doing what is called suppressive fire. So his job is just to shoot. Now, why is he doing this, you may ask? Well, his job is to keep this guy distracted because he's looking right here. He's focusing all of his attention on this guy, leaving us the chance to go around and attack. Now, this is called suppressive fire and flanking. You know, these are basic military techniques that are used in combat every day. So you have one guy, typically the guy with the bigger gun, because you don't want to assault with a big gun. Sure, you may think it's cool. Oh, I'm gonna carry this big machine gun. I'm so strong, I'm so macho. Well, guess what? The guy with a pistol is gonna be a lot faster than you. So this guy is gonna be a lot faster because he's gonna have this little dinky gun, right? This thing is gonna be able to move more. He's gonna be more maneuverable because this is a lot better than this, right? When you're in close quarters combat. Now, what if he's wearing a plate carrier? There's all these what ifs. We're not gonna get into those. So say he has a smaller gun. Smaller gun is gonna move up and he's gonna assault the position by flanking around. Now, he's hopefully gonna find some some concealment in here. Maybe there's a few trees, some bushes. Who knows, okay? If you can't find concealment, or maybe he also finds like maybe there's a building here, okay? Yeah, there's a building right here. Got a little door in there. Now he could use this building for cover, because a building is thick, it's probably gonna stop some bullets, unless it's made out of like drywall. Now this building he can use as cover, so if the enemy somehow figures out what he's doing, he might wanna redirect his fire down to here. But our guy can just run up behind that building. And then our suppressive fire is going to do what's called a mad minute. Now, in the Army, I was a machine gunner. That's the fun. Hauling a machine gun everywhere sucks. It really sucks. But the mad minute is where the machine gunner gets to have some fun. Now, a mad minute, you're going to just lay down every bullet you can. Now, as a machine gunner, you're not worried so much as being a sniper. You're not a sniper. You're a machine gunner. Honestly, you could probably get away with being a machine gunner if you're using blanks, because a machine gunner is there to scare or startle the enemy. Their main goal is to keep the enemy distracted, keeping their eyes on him, so that the flanking force can go around and assault through. So, this is a basic, say you're rushing a bunker. This is what you'd want to do. Now, this only works in the civilian world if you have people with you. Now, obviously, you're not going to be assaulting bunkers in the civilian world. So, you might ask, why do I need to learn this? Why is this useful? Well, say you're going to a bad part of town, right? Having somebody with you will stop most crime. Because say we have our enemy right here, okay? He's got his little, we'll give him an eye patch even, so he looks like a criminal. Okay, he's a criminal, okay? He's a bad guy. That's our bad guy. Which is he more likely to attack? Average Joe or average Joes? In the Army, they taught us there is strength in numbers. Which one do you think this guy's going to go after? If he just wants to make a quick, easy crime, he's going to go after this guy because he's less defendable. I don't care if these two are children. He's always going to go after the target that's going to give him the least amount of trouble. They take the path of least resistance. That's just how it is. Now, there could be circumstances where, say this guy's poor, say this guy's rich, and these two are like sick or something. But again, these are what-if scenarios. What-if scenarios, what if Grasshopper had a .44 Magnum? Is the Hawk still gonna mess with it? No. We can't think about the what-ifs. We need to prepare for the general problems. You cannot plan for every contingency. So what if we got this guy, what if he had a weapon? Still, he's probably going to go after path of least resistance, because we don't know if these guys, he doesn't know if these guys have weapons. He doesn't know if they have combat training. He doesn't know any of this. This guy can be a veteran. What if this guy's an Army through and through? Yeah, you're kind of in trouble. What if this guy's a former Marine? Yeah, you're in trouble. Special ops? Yeah. Now you're going down the what-ifs again. Dang it, get me on a tangent here. So let's get rid of this situation, and let's talk about, let's say you are the target. You over here. You have been selected as a target. What are some things that you think you can do to maybe stop this guy from making his attack in the first place? Well, you don't have to go straight to brandishing your weapon. But that is a fun thing to do. What you can do instead is you can have a more of a muscular stance. May look stupid, but it scares most people away. Now, if you're walking over here and you're just like, don't hurt me. Yeah, you're looking like a weak target. But if you look like you know how to handle yourself, you're gonna be less of a target. You're gonna be more of an offensive character. You need to have that offensive mindset, even when you're playing defense. Now, another thing that, let's give you a little analogy. You ever picked up a cat that did not want to be picked up? A small animal, small. Maybe this big, maybe the size of this little fire hydrant right here, okay? I've seen my buddy, 230 pounds, picks up a cat that didn't want to get picked up. He startled, he threw the cat away. This thing's not going to cause any damage to him, long-term damage. But the cat reacted quickly and with violence. Thus, the cat got away. So we need to be just like the cat in this scenario. Even if this guy's bigger and stronger, if we react with speed and violence, most of the time, he's gonna leave and run. So even if you are not the most muscular person, you still lay some punches in, you scream at him or her, the attacker's most likely gonna flee. That's just fact. Because criminals take the path of least resistance. If I was attacked and I start fighting back, chances are the criminal's gonna get second thoughts. Those second thoughts are good for us because we can use those. Any hesitation the enemy gives us is 1 second more we have on our side. Because what if he's freezing up? That gives us a chance to move in and exploit. I'm not saying go kill people on the street. Listen up, YouTube, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is you need to eliminate the enemy as quickly as possible. Now, whether this is a potential rape, whether this is potential robbery, trying to take a kid, whatever, this is how you fight. Fight quickly, get in, get out, eliminate the enemy. Now, there's different ways of eliminating the enemy. I'm gonna go over, probably in a different video, I'll go over some basic combatives, hand-to-hand combat, disarmed combat, armed combat. We'll also go over some more military techniques for any of you interested. So yeah, this is a good technique. If you want to be the victor on this, and this guy outmatches you, you need to have the mindset that you will win no matter what. Because those people with an offensive mindset, you are alpha. Now, you need to be an alpha male to be able to win a fight. That's just how it is. You need to be the superior male. And I don't, alpha female, whatever. I don't care about any of this woke nonsense. Be whatever gender you want. Doesn't matter to me. I hate you all equally. So, this is a good tactic of eliminating the enemy quickly and effectively.
Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hoo-ah, Essayons. Till the next one.